Hi everybody. Today I am really excited because I'm taking a look at some products from Cultivate What Matters, especially this one right here. Like, these guys are not brand new, but this guy is. It's actually launching today. And I wanted to show them to you in case this is an option that's going to work for you. These notepads we're going to talk about in the second half of the video, so check the timestamps if you're interested, but we're going to talk about this guy first, which is the 90-day undated Powersheets goal planner. I find this to be very interesting for a couple of reasons. For one, it's quarterly, which makes it a lot less hefty, a lot more lightweight, and a lot more accessible price-wise. It also includes planner pages. So I wonder if maybe the pressure to have a planner version of the Powersheets to compete with some of the other companies that are doing planners and goal setting in one. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm curious. I am an affiliate with Cultivate With Matters. They allowed, and I had access to their pre-sale for affiliates. I did pay for this myself. I paid for everything in this video myself. And this is, of course, going to be my uncensored opinion. So let's get started. So this is the 90-day Powersheets goal planner. It is $28 for 90 undated days. It comes in two colors, either this natural linen, which I find stunning, or the bright green that they had as their like special 10th anniversary color this last year, which is also really pretty, but I tend to go for neutrals, even though green is my favorite color. It is supposed to contain the prep work, all the goal stuff, as well as weekly planner pages. It launches today, the 7th, the day you're seeing this video go live. And if you use my link, then I do receive a small commission from that, which supports my family and this channel, and I appreciate it. But if you didn't use the link, that's fine. I promise I will only be slightly mad at you. Just as if you bought the regular Powersheets, you get access to their Goal School, which is like an online kind of class kind of membership sort of situation with like a Facebook group where it has all of the like videos and stuff that walk through the prep work. They used to do it like on their YouTube and on their podcast, but now it's like within this community. You also get the digital downloads for wildcards, which are the extra pages you can put in here with like different themed stuff. I found that they are not something I use. When I was using the Powersheets, I would have the best of intentions to use them, but I never actually did. But they do have versions of them that are perfectly sized for this planner. I just didn't buy those because I didn't fucking feel like it. It's 6 inches by 9 inches, 128 pages. The paper is 120 GSM and it's nice and thick. We'll talk more about that when we get to the pen test. Lie flat binding, which we will test. The cover is wipeable. It has the linen feel, but apparently you can wipe it off with 2 bookmarks. The tending lists are perforated, and it has 90 days worth of undated planning pages, including 3 monthly spreads and 3 tending lists. And like I said, it's $28. So for the number of quarters, that could cost upwards of almost $120, which is very pricey compared to the standard Powersheets. But you do get a planner in this, so still pricey, but if it was just the 90 days Powersheets with no planner, I probably would not want to spend $28 on it. I probably wouldn't. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look. So this is the outside. It is wipeable. It has kind of I don't know if it's because of my like kind of sweaty hands. It almost feels a little bit sticky. Like it's not sticky, but kind of sticky. I don't know. Maybe it's the wipeable part. The 90-day Powersheets goal planner is embossed into it with gold foil. It says Cultivate What Matters on the side with their little leaf logo. And on the back, it has their logo as well. Created with joy. Let's test the lie flat. Yep. Totally lies flat without even having to try too hard. So that's cool. And then the inside binding looks like it's got like a bit of, it's hard to see on camera, but this is like sparkly gold, which I think is kind of cool. All right, so you open it up and you have the same like soft linen inside. I wonder if the green one has a different flavor or not. And then here's your 90-day goal planner this intentional season belongs to. Their social stuff, and then welcome to a new season, your season to cultivate what matters. Here is your prep work. Now, I don't have my 2022 Powersheets with me because I did give those away back in December when I decided I wasn't going to use them. So I'm not sure how much of the prep work in here is, like how much is duplicated from the big ones and how much was condensed for this style of planner. But we'll just take a look at it and I'll just show you all the pages and you can go watch my old video if you want to and decide whether or not this feels worth it to you. So 90 days is an ideal time frame to make progress on a goal. So what matters most to you in the season ahead instead of the year ahead? Here is a double page spread for goal ideas for the next 90 days with some examples on the bottom. And then what makes you come alive, describe how you feel most days, and it gives you some thoughts on what you're passionate about. And then what do you love, what fires you up? One of my little threads here is coming loose. Then we have your cultivated life evaluation, which is the 8 categories that they switched to this past year. So it's health and wellness, friends, finances, spiritual and personal growth, focal relationship, family, work and learning, and recreation. And you have to rate each one between 1 and 10 with a few thoughts on why you chose that. And then it also mentions that you can customize your categories if these ones don't fit perfectly. And this helps you know where you are so that you can decide on what to do when you go ahead of time. Here is a list, and this is all kind of geared towards 90 days rather than a year. What worked in the last 90 days, what didn't work in the last 90 days, people you're grateful for, and what you learned. And then we have the big picture here in many years from now, what will have mattered, what won't have mattered. And your big picture vision for each area of your life. So you have a spot for all 8 areas to put your how you want to grow in the long term or what you want to be. And then with little arrows pointing over here. So how can you live like this now? Then we are on this section, some information about cultivating your dreams and using goals to find your way towards your best purpose and blah, blah, blah. My focus, what I'm saying yes to, what I'm saying no to. And then we have a get ready to goal. Yeah, so I feel like there's a bunch of stuff that's missing from in here. Like one of the things that is missing is that one section where you write out like the I am statement. And you pull information from all the, this feels kind of like a condensed version of the prep work from the bigger Powersheets, which can really, I think, appeal to some people. Some people are very intimidated by like the 50 pages of prep work that there are in the standard Powersheets. That also feels like something I don't think I would want to do every quarter. I would rather do it once a year. I wonder if they will ever sell like a booklet that just has the full yearly prep work so that you can buy that and then use these 90-day ones. I don't know. That's an idea. Anyway, so here's some brainstorming area for your goals. And there's 3 types of goals they talk about: habit goals, finish line goals, and big dream goals. So the examples they give, a habit goal would be to stretch before bed. A finish line goal would be train for and run a 5K. And a big dream goal might be complete a 100-mile charity bike ride. Those were all like within the health and wellness category, but they give you a spot here to brainstorm ideas for all 3 of these types of goals for all 8 areas. I think the one issue I would have with this page is that I have to write very small because it's not a ton of space, but that goes with the smaller format. Here is a spot to start brainstorming a word for the season. List like space to put some words that might resonate, synonyms, antonyms, etc. Pick your word and then keep it somewhere you'll see every day. Here is a spot to have a rough draft of your goals, and there are some little, tips at the bottom. Now we're into the seasonal goals for the season. So you have room for 8 goals here. The spaces are just numbered. They are not corresponding with the 8 areas of your life. So if let's say you want to do 3 health and fitness goals because that's your focus, then you totally could. You could anyway, but it doesn't have the thing you'd have to like white out. They also make a mention here to say that you do not have to fill in all 8 spots. You get 8 of these 2-page goal action plan spreads. Your goal and your why, which is what motivates you to make this goal happen. You can check off what type of goal is it, habit, finish line, etc. What area it's related to. Does it align with your big picture, your yes, no list, or your word of the season? And the resources you need: time, money, physical space, expertise or advice, emotional capacity, or help from others. Then you have 4 boxes to fill out. What does success look like at the end of 90 days? What might happen if you don't start or make progress on this goal? There's a typo here. There's no I or you either. What might happen if don't start? The people who will be positively affected by this goal and how you will have fun with it along the way. And then a blank page for you to break it down. Now they have a break it down notebook that is the same size as this notebook. I know Lakin from Plan with Lakin uses that. And that would actually fit on one of these pages if you wanted to just have that format here. Like I said, you get 8 of those. Here are the 2 bookmarks. They're pink and peach, and I don't know if they're going to be the same in the green or not, but it seems like this like kind of bright corally kind of color is the main color that they're using throughout this. So you have your month page, which just gives you a spot to put your month. You can probably put pictures here, doodle, write down ideas, whatever you want. Here is your monthly planning page, which I always struggled with the Powersheets. However, since there is also a weekly planner in here, I find that this would probably be a lot more helpful because then this would be more of a planner rather than just a goal-setting situation. Gives you a column here with very wide ruled lines, and you get 5 weeks with a Sunday start. We have the Prepare Well page. Important to-dos upcoming on my mind, and I'm hopeful that there isn't a lot of like brainstorming pages like there is in the other Powersheets, which, to be perfectly honest, I didn't really use those as much as I wanted to anyway, so cool. Here's your tending list, and it is perforated, encouraging words, priority. The only real difference here between the tending list here and the one in the main Powersheets is that you have less space for your monthly items. I feel like the weekly items look about right. And you only have room for 5 monthly action items instead of, I think, 10, something along those lines. And then you only have room for 4 daily action items as opposed to, say, I don't know. How many was there? There was like 7 ? I feel like the weekly might still be the same. And then they give you 5 weeks. So you have like little week sections to check off for your habits. You have a spot for a wild card or putting like a blank page, but also since it's perforated, if you tear out your tending list, then you won't be missing anything on the other side. Then you have a dot grid note page. It has a border around it, and each of the little grid squares, it's much girthier than what I guess standard. I don't know if it's standard, but what seems to be standard in like the dot grid notebook community is 5mm square. These are 7mm square. And then you get into your planning pages, which I would suggest, besides the size and the 90 days, is the biggest addition to this that you don't get in the year-long Powersheets. There are no weekly planning pages. It's just the month, the stuff to get your tending list together, and then your reflection. So it says week of, it is vertical Monday start. It's horizontal with a Monday start, and it's basically just a blank rectangle. So Monday through Friday, the weekend is on this page. Every day gets its own space, which I love. I was worried, this company is very Christian leaning, and so I was worried that they would like mush together the weekend because, you know, that's the weekends are meant for rest or whatever. It looks like the rectangles are 1.5 inches high. So full boxes that are kind of, quote, again, sort of made up standards, but standardized for the planner community would work on their sides in this. And then you have a to-do list with 10 spots and then a blank notes section. So it's a fairly basic horizontal layout. But what I love about it is there is no extra bullshit. There's this little thing that just says action steps and plans for the week every single week on the top with their little flowery situation, which seems kind of like, why would you keep putting the same thing on every page? Like, duh. But that easy covered up with washi tape. But there's no color on here. None of that coral is on here. If you love a good neutral planner, this is neutral. So you have 5 full weeks per month. And then you have your month in review. Progress happens when we pause to reflect. Who I'm most grateful for right now, goals that are growing well, what's not working right now, favorite memories and good things, wins, what I read or listened to, I am saying no to, and I am saying yes to. I'm pretty sure this is fairly similar to the most updated version of the month in review. And then you have another dot grid notes page. And then you move into the next month. So once you get to the end of your 3 months, 5 weeks per month, instead of a monthly review, you have a 90 days in review. And it says here some information about the end of the season, your favorite memory, best thing you read or listened to, favorite habit, person I'm most grateful for, most memorable adventure, songs on repeat, milestones celebrated, best meal or recipe, biggest change, goal progress that surprised me, most beautiful sight I saw, and best blank, like for whatever you want to put in it. And then you have a fairly robust notes section, which is another thing that does not exist in the standard Powersheets. They're just full of goal stuff. There's no real notes. But you get, basically, it looks like they're not numbered anymore, unfortunately. You get a handful of dot grid pages and then a handful of blank pages, which I think is great for a planner like this because it gives you plenty of space. If you're going to use this as your only planner, you have plenty of space for lists. You have plenty of space for brainstorming. You have plenty of space if you don't feel like, if you need more space than what's on the weekly planner. I'm going to do a pen test really quick. I don't normally pen test in goal workbooks because to me, how the pens perform on the paper really shouldn't matter if that's what you're using it for. But because this also has a planner in it, I'm gonna pen test. So we've got my Pentel Energel RTX 07 gel pen. I have a Tool Extra Fine Fine Liner. I have a Tombow Dual Brush Marker, a Zig Clean Color Dot Pen, and a Zebra Mild Liner. Couple of notes. First of all, I am heavy-handed. I did press down lightly and then harder with the Zig Clean Color Dot Marker, and I did do a double pass with the highlighter and a single pass. I also checked to see if the Tombow was dry after I did the Zig dot marker because it did that thing that ultra smooth paper does where the marker doesn't sink in, it like shines, which means that it's takes longer to dry. This definitely took longer to dry, so if you are a lefty, be careful of this paper. The paper is, it's got a slight grayish cast to it, but it's fairly white. It feels nice and thick with, like I said, a very smooth surface. It's not like silky smooth like the old plum paper, but it doesn't have a lot of tooth to it. Now looking at the other side, there is no shadowing, no bleeding. There's a slight amount of shadow from the double pass of the highlighter, and there is a slight amount of ridging from the gel pen, but other than that, the paper looks pretty solid in case you want to like punish it. Overall, for this Powersheets, I actually think that this is one of those products that they needed. They needed a planner version of their goal planner for people who, sounds so silly to say that, but they needed one that somebody could use as a planner and as a goal thing because not everybody wants to carry two books around. It also has I'm pretty sure, a slightly truncated version of the prep work, which I also know is something that people have asked for. So I do think that this is definitely something that some people are going to be very excited about. For me, I'm not going to use it. Like, I had already swapped over to the Moxie Life system this past year because that was just more my speed and what I wanted for a goal planner. I did want a planner that had goal stuff in it as opposed to two separate books, so this did change that. But at the same time, it's just not really my thing. But if you are interested in the Powersheets but maybe didn't want to commit for the whole year, or if you really needed a planner and a goal setting situation in one, this could be a good option for you. So definitely go check it out if it seems like something you would like. It seems fairly solid, and I don't know, it's very cool. It's not for me, but I think it's a cool addition to their line. Now, while that might not be for me, these might be. So when I was ordering from the pre-order page for the goal planner, I hadn't really browsed their site recently because I haven't been using their Powersheets, and a lot of their other products are very Christian based, very like, Jesus journals. I don't know, like things that you like write Bible stuff in, right? So that's not for me. That's not my vibe. So I hadn't been on there lately, but when I was looking, I kind of wanted free shipping, but I didn't know if I wanted to get to free shipping because I would have had to order like 2 of those or something else. Then my eye fell upon this bundle and I was like, okay, like I wasn't sure. Ordering one of these would not have brought me to free shipping, but ordering the bundle definitely did. And I'm actually intrigued by these. So let's talk about what this is. This is the Weekly Planning Starter Bundle. I'm pulling up my notes. The Weekly Planning Starter Bundle. So this bundle is $49. It's, I think, $6 more expensive if you bought each individual notepad a la carte. So you do save a little money that way. It comes with 3 notepads. The first notepad is this one, which is the Intentional Planner Notepad. I'm going to talk through what all's in here, and then we'll look at each one individually. So this is the Intentional Weekly Planner Notepad. It's only available in the gray. Then you also get your choice of one of these Daily Planner Notepads. and the choice would be in the colors. I got the gray, but there's also a teal one, which I believe is this color, and then a sea glass one, which may be more like along this color. I don't remember, but I got the gray. And then you have a choice of one of two notepads about this size. Either this one, which is the meal planner notepad, or their wellness notepad. Now, while I have been looking at wellness planners recently, I really didn't want to look at the wellness planner because I actually kind of wanted the meal planner specifically for me. So anyway, so let's talk about these individually. And I guess we'll start with the little guy. So this guy is the daily planner notepad. It is 5.5 by 8.5 inches long with 90 pages. So this actually would be a really great companion for this, both because these both have 90 days worth in them, and also you could stick one of these like directly onto one of these pages. So that could be cool. I think I've had one of these before, but in one of the other colors. They don't give you the paper weight, but the Cultivate What Matters paper is very thick on these, and it's also extremely smooth. I would almost say it could be the same paper. I almost feel like the notepad paper is a little bit thicker than the Powersheets paper. Anyway, so the back side is blank. The front side has 6 a.m. through 9 p.m. with half hours. You have a today I'm grateful for, today's priority, a to-do list that has 6 things on it, a 3 things for tomorrow, meal prep, exercise, and water, and it just says today across the top. It's fairly basic, but it's a great little notepad if you are going to be just planning your day out. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this one or not. I'm pretty sure I have another. No, I have a weekly one of these. I kind of like this, but I guess this would work for me for like a personal day, because even on days like today where I really didn't feel like doing much in my daily planner for work, I still used it that way. So I don't know. I mean, it's a daily pad. This was not the one I was the most excited about. I'll be real. So the next one is the other one that comes with, for sure, with the bundle, and that is the Intentional Weekly Planner Notepad, which I actually very interested in. So this guy is 9.5 by 11.5 inches, so it is bigger than a sheet of paper. It comes with 55 pages. What they say on the website is you have enough for a whole year, plus a few more. The paper is just as thick as the paper in the other notepad. It says, has this week across the top on the gray with the gold foil. And then it says week of. Then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, lined columns. Each column is just under 2¼ inches wide. You have a lined section and then a top 3 section at the bottom, which feels a little weird. I feel like the top 3 would be at the top, but whatever. A tiny box for the weekend, which I kind of hate. But you guys know I prefer my whole week to get its own space. And then you have room for 4 daily habits and 3 small steps forward on your goals. And I just think that this is nice and thick. This is very pretty, very elegant. This could work really well as like a work week planner. I don't know if I would use it or not, but I may wind up giving this to my kid. I'm not sure yet. I think this would really work for them. It's very pretty, and it might be something that I could really use. You know what this could also work for me is to kind of do my pre-planning for my week, but that seems like a little bit of overkill since I just make notes in my bullet journal. So I don't know. But here's the reason I really wanted to order the bundle, because I figured I'd bring it up to above shipping and I could give these guys away either to my family or do a giveaway with you guys. But this is the one I really wanted. And this is the meal planner. So you pick this one or you pick the wellness planner. I picked the meal planner. They didn't give me a choice of colors. So this is, I think, the teal color. It is also 9.5 by 11.5 inches. It does not have the like fancy kind of, cardboard top. It is just a full pad. It does not have any sticky, and the shopping list is perforated. So I love that. Week of blank. I want this week's meals to be cooked for me. You have space for every day. You have 3 lines and then a prep line. So you could totally use that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or you could do what I do and just plan dinners, because everybody can fund for their fucking selves for breakfast and lunch. But you have the whole week on here, and then you have a final little category for snacks, and then you have 5 sections, but they're not labeled, so you can label them however you want to put together your shopping list. And then you can just tear the whole sheet off, stick this sheet on your fridge, and take this sheet to the grocery store. And honestly, I may wind up using this. I guess I'll have to let you know because I'm not really sure yet, but I'm pretty sure this might solve the problem we're having in the house right now where I am buying food for dinner and then I've worked on it before, but like we just need to refine it more because I'm getting so sick from kidney failure that it's becoming imperative that Jesse understand what's available so we can make, I don't like be like at 7:00, be like, oh shit, I don't think I'm gonna be able to cook dinner tonight. This might work for us. I don't know. I will keep you in the loop. I wish it came in the gray because I think that would just look more aesthetic in my kitchen, but we'll see. Maybe I will vlog this over the course of a week. If that sounds interesting to you, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so this is the bundle. Like I said, it's pricey. Was it $49 for these 3? But they are very high quality, and this guy should last a whole quarter at least if you use it every single day. And these guys should, if you use it every single day for a year, this one will last you more than a year. This one will last you a year. So assuming you don't like fuck around too much with these, you could make them last, which I think makes the price point a little bit better. But I'm very intrigued by them. I'm curious, and I think that this 90-day goal planner is very interesting. I will be giving this one away for sure, so stay tuned. It is undated though, so that does give me some time to figure my life out because I have a bunch of planners I need to give away. But stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll do a summertime giveaway like I did for winter for Vlogmas. So if you want this from me, keep your eyes open and follow me on Instagram at Llama Letters. Anyway, yeah, that is the Cultivate What Matters stuff that I got. Like I said, go check it out on the website. The planners should be live when you're seeing this, so go see if there's anything there you might want, and if there is anything from the new stuff or the regular stuff that you see that I didn't talk about, let us know in the comments because sometimes I'm okay with enabling, and today is one of those days. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.